Ciao ciao. E buona gara a tutti.
Cuffie prima. Però se, che emozione, va. Metti in trasmissione anche la partita del Cino io. Mettiamo start. E vedo la parte.
This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last outing for the Nets, it was a loss to the Pistons. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Hornets. Laying out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Harden. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Rivers in the one spot.
Ah, ricominci?
Now here's Bledsoe. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Lopez dishes to Bledsoe. Back to Lopez. Pocket 6. Here's Griffin. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Griffin's got the first points up on the board for Brooklyn. Court pace, Chris, for these two teams here.
Yeah, they're more deliberate, running their sets, more of a playoff style, but a lot of teams want to go up tempo, but you can still be efficient and take your time. Also, it may disrupt the defense's tempo.
Well set. And here's Bledsoe. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Bledsoe kicks to Gallinari. Griffin passes to Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Oh, we've seen him post guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling there.
Now, here is Harden. Kicks to Rivers. He feeds it to Davis. Such a unique offensive player is Anthony Davis. Maybe not as skilled, perhaps, as Durant, but they both have that elasticity to just stretch out and finish over the top.
And Davis a little bigger, a little stronger than, say, a Durant. More of an interior game, but as he develops, we're seeing him stretch his range out beyond the arc. And for both him and Durant, I don't think you set any limits on what they can do offensively. You just got to give those guys the green light.
And for a while, people weren't sure if Eric Bledsoe could be a true point guard for a team. I think the way he has played, though, Greg, the last year or two, has dispelled any of those concerns in that area.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe not a double-digit assist guy at any point, but you don't need him to be. He does so much else on the offensive end and still gives you good assist totals and, more importantly, creates scoring chances and rebounds well for his position.
Harden gets the bucket.
Oh, and really, Harden is no stranger to his shots being contested by aggressive defenders. I mean, he just nails these shots thanks to how he stays concentrated on the cup.
Bledsoe dishes to Griffin. Bledsoe kicks to Waiters. Lets it fly. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. And Blake Griffin, really, it seems like he's been a superstar since the day he stepped on the floor here in the NBA. I mean, you know, those posterizing dunks over defenders, always making the highlight reels, and clearly one of the most exciting big men in the league from a talent and marketing standpoint. You know, a little bit of adversity followed him over the course of last season. Let's see if he can bounce back and become a true leader on this team.
Feeds it to Lopez. Stolen by Len. Charlotte moving it around. Down low. Kept alive. Tries again. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
But that's all about going back to the fundamentals. Defensive rebounding, you got to have it, especially when you're getting whacked.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hornets.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And give credit to Griffin. He has continued, Greg, to build on his game, even while being the darling of the NBA for so long.
Yeah, a lot of guys can struggle to put up great numbers if they are known for highlight reel plays, but not Blake. He has sewn up the few holes he had in his offensive game. Is a natural in the spotlight, and it's easy to see why he gets so many endorsements.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. It's intercepted. On up the court. Len passes to Harden. On the wing, Davis. Second shot opportunity. Over to the left wing. Offensive rebound. Len. And another shot. Lopez with the block. They get it back. Harden kicks to Rivers. Back to Harden. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless in finding ways to get himself to the line. And for years, we've heard everyone point out the fact that Harden doesn't play great defense. Sometimes he can even be a liability on the floor. Let's see if he takes pride in his individual and team defense this year.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Great resolve there on defense, allowing nothing easy.
And that's going to be a travel. Hornets leading by 7. And it does seem easy at times to pick on Harden for his lack of defensive prowess, but you watch the tape, Chris, and you watch the games, and he just won't put forth the needed effort on that end of the floor.
And look, as a leader to the rest of your teammates, he can be frustrating for teammates and coaches alike. It's not a physical issue. It is the question of, is one motivated? Does one care? What about the awareness of the floor? Unfortunately, Harden is the only one that can change how he plays defense.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Well, I just think they're pressing too much, not really in a rhythm. Have to let the game come to
Rodney Hood's checked in for Austin Rivers. Charlotte in the lead. And here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 8.
Oh, that's just great offensive skill, consistently helping his teammates generate points.
Bledsoe with it. Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Well, Kevin, you know momentum is a fickle thing. Sometimes one simple boost in confidence can change the complexion of an entire game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
Awesome attack toward the basket right there. This young man stays on his grind, showing his true grit and finding a way to get that one to go.
Now here's Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Haters no luck. Hornets leading by 7. Al Harden. Plan a screen. And James Harden hits from deep. He's got 12.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Waiters kicks to Lopez. The pass to Waiters. Out to the right wing. And it's Bledsoe off the try. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Alex Len picks one up. So for the Nets, Spates checked in for Lopez. Olynyk comes in for Gallinari. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Waiters.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
Harden kicks to Len. Len, a screen. That's a 2 from Hood. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Now, I'm not saying that was the best play call, but that's certainly the desired result. Now, since his arrival in Charlotte, Coach Clifford has been doing what he can to improve the defense of this club. They have seen steady improvement under his watch. It's a big part of why they look to be able to hang in there with any team.
Skates. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Hornets making a change here. Nick Collison's checked in for Alex Len. Davis comes in for Davis. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Murray subbed in for James Harden. Hood gets the bucket. And with Coach Clifford, Chris, and his defensive approach, he is always looking for feedback and how to improve his team's tenacity on defense.
Well, the man is known by the company he keeps, and it helps him that he has friends like Thibodeau and Van Gundy to lean on. He emphasizes containing the ball on defense. He also strives to make sure his team has fluid help on the defensive end as well.
And the basket by Thornton.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Well, they came to play today. It's still too early, but they really have put their foot down on their opponent so far.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Davis sets a screen. Davis setting the pick for Murray. Back to Hood. A 3-ball. That one's not going to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Spades dishes to Bledsoe. From 12 feet out. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. Missing a couple. First free throw is good. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Charlotte leading by 7. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dishes to Hood. Collison up top. Guarded by Spates. That's a 2 from Hood. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game, guys. We've been watching from the Hornets.
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
I mean, and the fundamentals, when shots go up, guys are blocking out. Look at the numbers. It's ridiculous so far.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Davis is out there with Thornton. Then there's Nick Collison. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Rivers in the guard position. Misses off the right iron.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bazemore. Now here's Rivers. Defended by Dellavedova. Chalk up 2 there. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Now, for a long time, the Hornets seemed adverse to taking threes. It just wasn't something they valued. Last season, they changed their tune and started taking a lot more threes than in the past. It was a big reason why they saw their offense jump up.
Bazemore misses. Good. Kicks to Rivers. Back to Hood. There's the triple. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's not the most prolific shooter from downtown, but someone on defense still has to check him.
Dellavedova kicks to Waiters. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shoots from the block. Here's Olynyk. Pass to Dellavedova. Here's Griffin. And it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova. Griffin's got 7 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Left side, Davis. Rivers passes to Davis. Back to Rivers. Off target from outside.
He could not have been more wide open. I'm sure he's kicking himself for missing that one.
Dellavedova dishes to Bazemore. Here's Waiters. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And we see some coaches who keep their young players, Chris, on a very tight leash. They limit their minutes. They keep them on the bench. If they make a mistake, they're yanked quickly out of a game. Others give their youngsters more leeway, and they work to instill confidence in their play on the floor. How do you strike that right balance?
Well, I think you strike that right balance by knowing and understanding your player. You know, guys aren't just playing in games. Most time is spent in practices, so you're getting to know the habits of your player, the work ethic of your player, the mental capacity of your player. So many times coaches know before the first game how much they want to play or not play a guy. Now, it's up to you as a player to prove your coach wrong, and no matter how much trust he has in you, to continue to increase and to build on that trust that he's shown in you. But, you know, it's a fine, delicate balance. But what you want to make sure, though, that every guy is accountable on both ends of the floor. Every guy is unselfish, and that you kind of promote leaders and you set a culture of leadership on your team. So I think a lot of it is up to the coach to set the tone, and usually great players will follow.
Well said. Rivers kicks to Harden. And the shot goes down. 14 points for him.
Well, Harden really gets going down the side. I mean, he isn't afraid of anyone, not even the big guys roaming nearby.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Len. Launches a 3. The Hornets rebound. From deep, Morrow. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Griffin. To Dellavedova. It's Olynyk atop the key. And it's Waiters at the elbow. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Waiters got 5 points now in the quarter. Harden the pass to Rivers. Davis sets a screen. Rivers Rivers dishes to Harden. From deep. Gallinari with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
To the middle. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Chris, who are some of the top defenders in the NBA?
Oh, well, I have to think you would start with Kawhi Leonard,
Yes.
2-time defensive player of the year. Don't forget about Tony Allen. How about Draymond Green?
Yes.
Those guys just lock down the defenders. Avery Bradley.
Yes.
Those are guys I think of when I think of lockdown defenders.
Now here's Rivers. Looking for his first basket still in this one. One kicks to Davis. 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
Oh, yeah, and he may have seen something out there that he'd like to try to exploit. We'll see what they come out with.
Eric Bledsoe checked in for the Nets. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Murray's checked in for Rivers. Nets trailed by 7. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Outside for Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stop.
Sometimes when you want it done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Well, Kevin, you know momentum is a fickle thing. Sometimes one simple boost in confidence can change the complexion of an entire game.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
The feed tomorrow. Here's Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
All you need is just one game of watching James Harden, and it's easy to see why he's such a gifted scorer. He has no problem getting around players and into the teeth of the defense. Pretty much impossible to stay in front of him at all times.
Now here is Dellavedova. And Gallinari kicks to Dellavedova. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Davis has got the ball. Basket counts. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Passes it to Griffin. Shoots from the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Chris, as we know with Harden, it's only a prayer to stay in front of this guy. So crafty, so good, dead-eye shooter, difficult to defend.
And it's funny to think that when he came into the league from ASU, Harden was known mostly for his shooting. He has worked on his handles. Now he has the ability to drive. That's what's pushed him into elite player status.
Lopez passes to Bledsoe. So the wing on the left. Elbow shot. Off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Stolen away.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Here's Davis. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And it's pretty impressive seeing how Anthony Davis has been able to put on muscle since he came into the league. A skinny 215-pounder when he came in. He says the extra strength has been a big factor in terms of his growth as a player.
Good point. Spates checked in for Brooklyn. And Bazemore comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Woods checked in. We gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And one of the things, Greg, that's been impressive to watch about Anthony Davis's development, he continues to put the time in, work in, staying in the weight room. You talked about it before, adding that muscle.
Great point. And you knew he had the frame to carry more weight. Just look at those broad shoulders. A lot of it actually is just eating more. He had to make sure he was eating the right things. But after that, it was about eating in volume.
Our kind of guy.
Yeah.
The dish tomorrow. Launches it. And it's put back up and in by Collison. Collison's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Gallinari dishes to Baseman. Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. And the rejection by Harden.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
They are up in this game right now, and he is one of the reasons why, given his stellar shooting from the field.
Now here's Bledsoe. 10 points for him. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Even though he has been a man on a mission on offense, he still hasn't been able to help his team get the lead.
Harden the pass tomorrow. On the wing, Harden. Shoots off the screen. Offensive rebound. Morrow dishes to Davis. The 3 from Harden. Hornets keep it alive.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off. Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Here's Bledsoe.
This is part of the reason they're down. The free throw line has not been kind to them this quarter.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
And his performance at the stripe hasn't been what I'd call outstanding in this game so far.
Hornets leading by 9. Harden against Bledsoe. Harden missing again.
Not only did he play superb D there, he snagged the rebound in the process. Fantastic effort.
Got it off in time. The second half just about to get going here. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Oh, yeah, he's crafty. Very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
Got Gallinari. Griffin is out there with Robin Lopez. And there's Bledsoe. And it's Waiters and a shooting guard. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. The 3 from Morrow. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Morrow's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Charlotte. Bledsoe kicks to Griffin. Pass to Waiters. Out to Gallinari. From 17 feet out. Waiters no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rivers passes to Davis. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Davis has got 16.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
I mean, yeah, they just have not been able to offer any kind of defensive effort tonight. Embarrassing.
It's stolen by Davis. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball. I'm not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you. Or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you.
They haven't started this half off on the right foot. That's 3 straight shots they've misfired on. Oh, superb. Superb beginning to this half of basketball form. That's 4 straight makes.
Shot to stop the run. Waiters dishes to Griffin. Leans inside. And that's off the glass and in. He's got 12.
Well, after failing to hit on their first 3 attempts of the half, they finally got one to go there.
And you know, there was so much excitement surrounding the Nets when they finished the new arena in Brooklyn in 2012. They traded for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to try to fast-track their success. But that win-now strategy really failed.
Yeah, and that's what can happen when you mortgage your future. Short-term goals can lead to that long-term misery. And they still have some pieces they can build around. We'll see what additional talent they can attract going forward.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's in ultimate heat check mode right now, which is nothing but bad news for the defense.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. The Hornets also changing it up. Lenz checked in for Davis. Hood comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. And Waiters kicks to Dellavedova. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist from Dellavedova. And that's now 7 points for Dion Waiters. Rivers kicks to Davis. To the paint. Fades back. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
He can hit that fadeaway shot, but with the D on him, you can't blame him for attempting that shot.
That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. Gallinari's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. From deep, Thornton connects from three-point range. Thornton's got 5 now.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Dellavedova, the pass to Gallinari. He dishes it to Griffin. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Hood. And off the front iron, and in it goes. He's got 12. Nets trailed by 20. Kicks to Waiters. It's tipped. Gallinari dishes to Dellavedova. Here's Waiters. Feeds it to Dellavedova. Back to Olynyk. He kicks it to Dellavedova. The pass to Gallinari. Second chance shot. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now here's Rivers. Outside, Davis. Six on the shot clock. 16 feet away. Rebound, Brooklyn. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Dellavedova kicks to Griffin. Gallinari outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Thornton passes to Rivers. Thornton dishes to Hood. From outside, off the mark. Nets trailed by 18. And Rodney Hood, talk about making a jump from year 1 to year 2. Greg, he improved in almost every facet of the game.
And Hood came into the league with a reputation as a dead-eye shooter, and that's been the case from both long and mid-range off the bounce. What has surprised some people, though, is his advanced ball handling and his ability to find open teammates. A relatively quick study there. Still a ton of upside to Hood's game.
Here's Davis, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Martin Davis has got 20 points.
Oh, he's been basically perfect so far in this quarter, especially on offense.
Well, Chris, we have a question for you sent in from one of our fans from Todd up in New Hampshire. They want to know what your favorite moment was as an NBA player. A question I'm also curious to know about.
Wow. My favorite moment as an NBA player, very honestly, I would say would be the day of being drafted. I mean, after then you have so many great moments, so many players that you play with, that you love to play with. It's hard to separate anything without disrespecting another moment. So I just really feel that the greatest moment of my career was stepping on that stage in Detroit at the Palace in my hometown. With my finger up and just knowing that I made it, for all of us. The goal is to make it. It's not about to be a Hall of Famer. It's not about to be an all-star. It's not about to win a championship, even though those are dreams. But you can't do it until, you make it. And so for me, putting that suit on, seeing my father shed tears, seeing my mother's eyes and the twinkle she had in her eyes, seeing my brothers and my 3 brothers and my sister, how happy they were, that definitely was the moment because it was a family moment and it was for Detroit, and so it was special.
Well said. Thornton, a screen on Bledsoe. Offensive rebound. Len. Collison kicks to Hood. Back to Collison. Goes back up. Outside for Thornton. Expanding his range. Buries the long-range jumper. Thornton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bazemore misses.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Oh, you're exactly right. It's simple arithmetic. More boards means more possessions, means more opportunities to score. Simple arithmetic.
Now here's Waiters. He's got 7. Olynyk. Bledsoe passes to Bazemore. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Bazemore's got his 2nd basket of the night. Hornets leading by 17. Bledsoe against Rivers. Glenn a screen. Rivers kicks to Hood. There's the screen. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Collison. With the clock winding down. Back to Hood. Len sets a screen for Hood. Waiters grabs the miss.
Well, the D was slouching there, and he rose up and confidently hit that shot, just like he did in the first half.
Rejected by Len. Here's Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move, and that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
That's part of his skill set. Excellent recognition on his part to get in the best spot to complete that look.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Olynyk. Charlotte also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Alex Len. Morrow comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's James Harden in for Austin Rivers. Snatched up. Here's Waiters. And it's good. Walk through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
And a wide open look for Thornton. And a miss there on the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hornets lead by 19. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. We've got Thornton. Davis is out there with Anthony Morrow. And there's Davis. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Molinari dishes to Spates. He feeds it to Bazemore. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Harden kicks to Thornton. And stolen by Bazemore. Poked loose. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Man, when you look at the Nets over the past couple of years, it's really astounding. I mean, they've been near the bottom of almost every major statistical category as a team. I mean, that means that they really have nothing to count on to stabilize themselves when they aren't going well in a game. And when you don't have an identity as a team, boy, it is hard to find consistency.
Rivers kicks to Harden. Misses the three. Nets trailed by 18. Down low. Here's Lopez. Stolen by Harden. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And here they go. Three-pointer. They get it back. To the left side wing. And Rivers with the basket on the assist from Harden. And the Hornets lead by 21. And on the topic of the Nets, it's hard to identify their calling card as a team because the roster, Greg, still seems to be in a state of flux.
And not many draft picks or trade assets. It really may come down to love the ones you're with, at least for a little while longer. I mean, they have some scorers, they have some playmakers. If they can just find a way to block out the noise and play their game, they can be an entertaining club.
Now here's Rivers, following the miss by Griffin. Here is Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Harden. Nets trailed by 21. Bledsoe passes to Bazemore. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. To the middle. Here's Bazemore. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Davis.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Alex Lenz checked in for Davis. And stolen by Bazemore. Goes up. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And it's Davis missing.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. We'll think better of it next time. Somebody's not reading the scouting report. How can you leave this guy uncovered from range? It's a mystery.
It's Harden with the drive. 6 on the shot clock. Davis kicks to Harden. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. From deep. The shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. To the inside. Here's Bazemore. Another shot. Lopez passes to Bledsoe. Dishes to Griffin. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Outside for Griffin. Here's Gallinari. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And it's 7 points for Gallinari.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Davis. Nailed from three-point land. Davis has got 23 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
They're taking any look they can get from there and just making it rain from the perimeter right now.
And last season, Chris, no one was really quite sure what would come of the Hornets, but they ended up being one of the tougher teams in the entire Eastern Conference.
Well, and what is really impressive is the Hornets did that while dealing with a bunch of injuries. Everyone was surprised at how strong the Eastern Conference was during the season, and the Hornets were one of those surprise teams leading the way. You could definitely say the Hornets surpassed expectations last season.
The Nets making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hood's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. Or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now Bledsoe following the three-point attempt by Rodney Hood. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Well, that's just a rush decision on his part. He needs to take his time out there and make better choices.
The Nets on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Bledsoe dishes to Bazemore. Back to Bledsoe. Griffin. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Inside. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
On defense, Charlotte. Griffin pass to Bazemore. Back to Griffin. Now the feed to Bledsoe. Oh, and the jam by Waiters.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Davis. Davis can't get that one to fall.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Waiters no luck. Charlotte leading by 9. Rivers in the corner. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Davis sets a screen. Hood kicks to Rivers. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oh, you asking me? The defense has been garbaggio. I've lost track. The D has been non-existent, and they've taken full advantage of it. Okay, he's holding his own tonight, but they may need more than that from him.
Davis with a screen on Bledsoe. To Hood. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Hornets lead by 12.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
They are just bringing the heat from downtown right now.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
He's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 12. Passes it to Griffin. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his fifth foul. Waiters up top. By Hood. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
It appears as if he just spaced out temporarily there. Really an unfortunate turnover.
Hornets leading by 12. It's Davis on the wing. Back to Rivers. Davis up top. Deflects the pass. Outside Griffin. Shoots from the elbow. And he gets that one to go off the front line. And that's now 21 points for Eric Bledsoe. Rivers again. Bledsoe to the left wing. Gallinari with the steal. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognized the height advantage and went straight to the rack.
Rivers passes to Morrow. And there's the 3-second violation. James Harden, he's checked in for Charlotte. Nets trailed by 8. Bledsoe kicks to Gallinari. Back to Bledsoe. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Griffin. They get the rebound. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. There's 48 seconds left in the game. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And he wanted all of those, trying to fight their way back into this.
Just 5 to shoot. Now the dish to Rivers. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Hornets lead by 9.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, what are you asking? Maybe they should let up a little, right? This is just brutal to watch.
There's the triple. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now a 12-point Hornets lead.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quiet. Well,
Mamma mia.
Ci ho capito un cazzo.
Ma il tuo audio è incluso nella trasmissione?
Sì, sì.
Ah. Minchia, infilavo tutto. Proprio distruzione totale.
Ma chi cazzo è sto Penny Hack?
È
Che
melo.
rompe le palle. E rompe le palle. Gallinari lo uso poco, ma chi se ne frega? Ma io mi piace Gallinari. Porca. Ho appena visto le gare contro io. E allora, mo io dico, e allora. C'ho.
Bledsoe è una bestia comunque.
C'ho
Porca
Bledsoe,
zozzo.
Griffin. Mi piace Gallinari. È un giocatore buono.
Ti ha fregato il fatto che ho fatto 15 triple. Ha messo su 15 triple, buonanotte.
Mi ha fregato che l'unica cosa che voi sapete fare è sto cazzo di. Che lasciate sto unico tiratore da tre e il blocco. Questo vi frega. Io ancora non lo so fare. Questo vi
L'unico
frega a voi.
tiratore da 3 è il blocco.
Eh,
Ah, perché salto l'uomo e la difesa collassa. Vabbè, a
no,
quello.
no, 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 no. Io lo vedo. Il
Non ti
giocatore che
sento.